Welcome to another weekly wrap-up. It's Monday. We've survived another week. And there's about 1 month and 5 days to Christmas.
I was going to say, what were you working out then? I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, I was looking at the date. It's like the 20th today. So 5 days to the 25th and then a month. So yeah, a month and 5 days.
See, my head's just stuck on the Bitcoin halving date. Christmas is just one of those other events that happens, really.
Is that right?
Yeah. But anyway.
Santa Claus Josh better bring me a nice present then.
Yeah, probably should start thinking about these things. Anyway, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us wherever you are in the world. And thanks, of course, to the lovely members of our GSIC group who are in the chat asking questions and loving life. I've had a great week. It's been exciting for us as well this week.
It has. We've launched finally TTM signals. So you guys all know like what TTM is. You would have heard me talk about it so much like on Twitter, like all the time. So this is the if we can just pull up. So this is the website, the original Thousands to Million website. So you can get here, you can have a look through tips to how you get you started. But it's also on GSIC now. Not as fancy as the other one, but it's still here.
Okay, all right. Let's just it's yeah, not getting into that. I think it's better, but hey, I might be biased.
It's only because I made the other one and Josh made this one.
Let's have a start.
Anyway, so how to get started. So you can download our TTM sheet. You can try this yourself. How to do it is basically on YouTube. I've got a how to find the signals. And if you head to the thousandtomillions.com, you can do it yourself and find the signals that way. If you can't do it yourself and you want somebody else like me to do it for you, you can sign up to the signals. So the signals are $49 a month, which during the first month you should make it's the first signal. If you're starting with $1,000, you'll make $30. So at the moment, the market's really, really buoyant, and we've had signals since it's been running one a day, sometimes two a day. So it's going really well. And since we've been testing this for about 6 weeks. And yeah, it's been going really well. So I'm not complaining. And and we also have the bots being tested within our group at the moment, but this will be launched next month. So if you really don't want to trade at all, the TTM bot, which is just the Lisa bot in TTM format, trading it for you. So it's a completely different strategy to our normal signal strategy. And hopefully it goes from 1,000 to 1 million in 234 trades or less. So that's the plan.
Yeah, that is exciting. And it's happened before. I mean, how long have you been doing TTM now? And I know a couple of bull runs ago, you had a member who actually managed to...
we had... I've been doing TTM for about 3 or 4 years. So, and I've had a couple of members get to $1 million. I've had a couple of members get to and buy a house. Wow. I've had members buy cars and, just whatever they want. It doesn't have to be $1 million. You can get to 50,000 and go, okay, I'm going to put the deposit down on my house or whatever. That part is entirely up to you. This method is to show you that it is very possible.
Absolutely. Like you say, we've been testing the bot within the group and with the current existing members of our group, and so far so good. It's been just really amazing to finally have launched this. And
It is.
are we allowed to talk about the other TTM product that's entirely yours, or is that going to be a secret still?
No, we can talk about that. Have you got a picture?
Oh, I could find one. If you want to talk about it, let me see if I can.
Yeah, so to go with the TTM product, so TTM trading, the compound trading strategy, you need to have a mindset to be able to sort of understand what you're trying to achieve, because we have had members in the past that get very frustrated with this system, especially if they're doing their own signals and they're not having winning signals. So you need to have like strategies in place that you understand, you know, your emotional journey on this, because it will be emotional, believe me, when you get to those bigger amounts and you've really got some skin in the game. That's when it starts to get quite emotional for a lot of people. So I've got a book that basically breaks down the whole entire strategy. Now that's the second half of the book. The first half of the book is all about getting that mindset right, working out why you're doing this, what you're trying to achieve. And so it's, for me, it's been really sort of just reinforcing what I already preach to everyone. And so I'm really excited. That's going to come out very soon.
And I'm trying to see if I can be clever. I do have the cover of it here. Are we allowed to show everyone, Liz? Is that right, Liz? Are we allowed to show everyone?
Yeah, you can show the cover. I've put it on Twitter before.
Oh, okay. Let's see if this works.
Oh, there we go.
So there it is.
So become a millionaire in a year, in 1 year. So this is a practical guide to turning $1,000 into $1 million. So, and simply done with mindset, with skill, and with understanding of how compound trading truly works. So, for all the old timers, they still think compound trading is like you put money in the bank and it compounds every year. No, this is like new money. This is completely like different to how, it used to work. It used to take 30 years. Now you can do it in a year. So yeah, excited.
Exciting stuff. Okay, well, for everyone who's joining us, we're going to share, or I say we, Lisa's, you're going to share Bitcoin updates with the world, and then everyone watching who is with us from Getting Started in Crypto, jump into the chat. I see we have some people there already, and ask your questions, get your chart requests. We'll do them shortly.
Cool. Now I'm with Bitcoin. I'm sorry to say it's going to remain boring for a little bit longer. I think we've got another week of this sideways momentum, probably up and down within a tight sort of range. Right now we're sitting at about 37. So we've broken that 37K, but I think we're going to sort of go up and down for the next little bit. Really would like BTC to hold above 33. That's the median line on the channel that it's been trading in for quite some time. So if we can do that, that would be ideal. That is where the star is. The 100 and 200 MAs are quite low. So it can dip down there on this pattern. Unlikely that it will. Sometimes we do get a wick just to take out all the over leveraged traders. I had a look at open interest at the moment, and it's not horribly ugly. So that doesn't mean that we're going to get those wicks down at the moment. We can see a lot of the alt patterns are sort of in this similar pattern and moving sort of sideways and then having one last dip and then taking off without, everyone that had those tight stop losses. I'm not getting into those like Solana trades or anything when they just wick down and then off they go. So that's why spot is the better option right now in this market, because you're not going to get taken out. You're not going to lose like lots and lots of money. And this is the time anyway to be DCAing for the long run when we go into halving. So BTC, I do think if we could jump to the next chart, not that one, to this one, So we can see that we've got a pitchfork. On every cycle, we've reached the 618 on the pitchfork, which is the median line. And it is not looking like, it is looking like that is possible again. So if we put a pitchfork onto this previous run, we can see that we hit that region as well. So pull that right back. You can see that this is something that happens a lot of the time on BTC. It did happen in 2013 as well. So that is something that we need to be really aware of. That is 50K for BTC. And then we will have a larger pullback. So we can see that on each and every one, it has pulled back to this region. So whether or not it does on this occasion is another story. The bottom of this pitchfork is about 22. So, and I do think that's the time that we're going to hear Capo go, I was right, it's going to zero. No, it's probably not going to zero. There's 100 MA sitting there, maybe just coming back down to retest that 100 MA and then head up with halving. So we've still got really strong buy pressure coming in. This is the monthly chart. Buy pressure is still looking really good. We need the volume normally gets to a lull and then it turns. So on each and every time we can see that we do get those downturns on volume and then it just pulls back. So BTC for me is just a little bit more sideways. There's a huge amount of futures coming on the 28th to the 30th of November. So they are to watch. We have 12 monthly futures. We have heaps of like monthly quarterlies releasing. One of the biggest future lots that are coming that are releasing in quite some time. So we've had a lot roll over into this point. So if these were in fact shorts release long, so that's going to be good for the market. So yeah, so 1 year ago today, we were coming down to this region. So this is where, you know, FTX was happening and the market was sort of imploding on itself. And, you know, a lot of people were saying that we were going much, much lower. So let's just pray that all of those futures that release are going to be shorts and they will enter long into the market. So, yeah, hopefully it's a good start to December.
That would be nice. Good run up into Christmas as well.
Yeah, so
okay. Go on.
Something to watch though is altcoin total to market cap altcoin dominance is dropping at the moment. So that does mean that some of these alts are going to be pulling back. That means money's coming out. We have seen Bitcoin dominance sort of, you know, bouncing up and down a little bit. And so a lot of that alt dominance may be going into ETH, which is having a nice sort of bounce, or into BTC.
Okay.
The dog scratching.
Oh yeah, that's loud.
It is, isn't it?
Okay. Right. Did you want to share anything else with the world before we?
No, I think that's it for this week. It's been a fairly sort of tame week. So, and I think that's going to continue for this week. We're going to have just small little bounces with alts just sort of finalizing their patterns, and you know, a few alts are coming to the end and they're starting their next pattern. So it's going to be one of those weeks where we're sort of getting those ups and downs in alts, and BTC I think has got more sideways.
Okay, excellent. Just before we do go, Robbie, who's watching in from YouTube, has asked if you can chart better. I really like to do one chart.
I can do that. Hang on, I'm gonna like.
That's all right. You do the chart, and I will sort out the dogs. Oh, okay.
And I'm back. The beauties of live updates. So
okay. At least they're live and transparent.
Yeah, live with dogs. At least they're not snoring today, so that's a bonus.
True.
Normally they're snoring.
So yeah, let's take a quick look at Theta, and then we will move on to the group.
Oh, Theta was. Let's take some of this stuff off. Squiggles and everything on here. All right, let's have a look where we are. I'm going to see where our bottom was. So technically we've got a double bottom there. So that's a good sign. So this means this potentially could be a wave 1 or the final wave. So let's have a look, see where we are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say we're in a wave 4 at the moment. I will put some waves on this in a moment for you. Okay, so we've had a wave extension, which means it's gone on my Lissonarchi to the 0.9. So that's a wave extension, which means it's probably going to go about 50 to 618 on this pullback, and then a continuation to the 236 or the 1382. So that is looking at 1.5 or 1.4. So if we're looking at how large this pullback is going to be, so we only look at the wave 3 because we're looking for a wave 4 pullback. We're not looking at an overall pullback. So at the moment, we're on the 0.5. It may hold in this region. It may have a wick down. If BTC decides to have a wick down, just be careful of these alts. They're going to wick as well. So it may come down to the 0.8. That's sitting within the golden zone. So that's not outside of the realm of possibility for Theta, and then a continuation up. So if it does get that continuation up from lower, obviously you're going to make more profits because you're going to buy lower. And unless you're already in, it's about 90 to 100% run on that next move. So that could then have a very shallow retrace and then continue. So we're still in wave 1 of a lot of these patterns, and then, yeah, still seeing these continuation patterns happening. So as they complete. So Theta, a little bit more correction to go.
Okay, nice. A naughty little chart request. But Robbie, if you want any more, you're going to have to jump into the group. And yeah, anything else you want to share, or shall we?
No, I think that's it. And then, yeah, we'll jump into the group now. And you'll catch me on Twitter. You'll catch me. Yeah, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I need to post it on all of those more, but I am there.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's say goodbye to Twitter then. Goodbye. And also goodbye to